Have you ever noticed that some people are busy, gifted, and hardworking, yet their lives are very scattered? It's not always because they lack ability. Often, it is because they lack definition. Many people are living from passion without understanding purpose, operating with talent without direction, and chasing future while ignoring their present assignment. But when you understand what drives you, what grounds you, what comes naturally to you, and what gives you essence at every point, you will notice that confusion begins to fade and clarity quietly takes its place. So tonight, let's separate these four forces. Something that a lot of persons have mixed together and their lives have been moving in circles without making any reasonable movement. What am I talking about? Talent, passion, purpose, and assignment. Now, understanding the distinction or the difference between these four forces and being able to navigate through them would actually provide you with a lot of life satisfaction. To be honest, talent is what you're good at. Passion is what you enjoy. Purpose is the reason for your existence, while assignment is the practical work you need to do to fulfill your purpose. So let's begin to unpack them one after the other. Talent. Talent is the what? Talent is that innate natural ability or aptitude that comes easily to you. You are born with these abilities, maybe musical aptitude, analytical thinking, natural leadership. Now, it is a resource that helps you at different times, but it is not the entire reason for your being. For example, somebody could have a knack for organizing data or for speaking in public. What about passion? Passion is the drive. Passion is a strong internal emotion. It is exciting, deep interest in a particular area. Passion is the fuel or fire that makes you come alive, often serving your own well-being and engagement. Passion is always something that has to do with just you. It provides you energy and persistence to pursue your goal. For example, you can have passion that is very intense and you have curiosity for exploring spaces, or you love to help animals. What about purpose? Purpose is the why. Purpose is the deep-seated underlying reason behind your actions and the intended impact that you want to have in the world. Now, there's something you must note about purpose. It is always outlooking. It is always seeking to serve others, providing direction and meaning. It is deeper than passion, It serves as a compass that helps you in your life journey. Now, to empower disadvantaged youths could be a purpose, and you could do that through technology, which is actually a talent or a passion, or to bring joy to people through music because you have a talent for music. Can you see the difference now? Yeah. Now, what about assignment? Assignment is the how. Assignment is the specific practical work or task that you are called to fulfill your purpose with. So, you have a purpose, but you require to do assignment to make sure that that purpose is fulfilled. It is the application of your talent and your passion in a concrete, actionable way. Maybe in following a career path or in getting involved in a specific project. Now, it makes your purpose tangible. For example, you can get a job as a non-profit director. It's an assignment, right? Or so that you can achieve empowering the youth, which is a purpose, using the talent that you have in organizing, which is a talent, and then with your passion for education, that stands as your passion. Do you understand that? Now, the four of them are very, very different. So I'm going to give you some examples of people's talents that you can see the passion part of it, and you can also see the purpose part of it and the assignment part of it. These four are very unique, and understanding them would actually help you to navigate your life. Right? So imagine someone who is a natural communicator. Your talent is speaking. Your talent is explaining ideas very clearly. Your talent can be storytelling, right? Then your passion is that you love conversation. It brings you alive. It fires up your life. You enjoy being heard. You are energized by engaging people, right? Now, the purpose that you can use this, your talent as a natural communicator, to fulfill is to enlighten minds, to shift perspectives, and to give language to what others struggle to express. Have you seen people that are very good with explaining things that by the time they finish explaining it, you will find it difficult saying you don't understand? Yeah. What of assignment for a natural communicator? Assignment, remember, is seasonal because they are things that you do to ensure that your purpose is lived out. So your assignment as a natural communication could be natural communicator, could be to host a radio show, or to lead a team, or to teach a class. All these things involve communication, and you can fit into any of them. Now, you could start with that today, and then tomorrow you go into training leaders, into building platforms that shape culture. All these things are things that are natural with a communicator. So you can see that your assignment changes from one thing to another. Why? Because you are trying to fulfill purpose. So you go from one end to another, but the purpose sits and never changes. It is to enlighten minds, right? Now, what if someone is an empathic helper, for instance? Their talent could be to easily understand emotions and to offer comfort naturally, right? Meanwhile, their passion could be to feel fulfilled when people heal and when they support people and people feel supported. That is their passion. Every time you see them out there, all they want to do is to make sure that people are healed, people are supported. Then their purpose could be to restore broken inner worlds and to help people to rebuild emotionally. Then the assignment in the present season could start with counseling their own friends because they are not known yet, right? Volunteering to help meet people. They are not paid for it. Mentoring the youths, right? For those that go to worship centers, you can now say, I want to devote my time in helping the youth to grow. That is just because you are an empathic helper. Then, in the future, you can now begin to go into therapy practice, into coaching platforms, into emotional wellness initiatives. All these things are expressions of one purpose, which is to actually help to restore people. What of someone who is a strategic thinker? The talent could be that the person sees patterns. The person is able to solve problems quickly. The person thinks ahead. What could be the person's passion? The person could love fixing complex situations and designing better systems. So what purpose could the person serve? Remember that purpose always looks outward, right? What purpose? To bring order to chaos and to create pathway where none existed before. So, in assignment, the person can actually start off as a project management person and then go into business strategy, into organizational leadership, and later in life go into advisory role policy influence, and even institution building, right? A fourth example, I want you to look at these examples and see how talent, passion, purpose, and assignment play out in all of them. What of a creative builder? A creative builder's talent can actually be to design. It could be arts, it could be writing, it could be innovation, to create what does not exist yet. Now, what could be the passion? Passion is that thing that is like fire within you. It makes you feel alive when imaginations come to reality. I was talking with someone today and the person says, okay, you know that one thing I love to do is to create and see the things I've created come to life. That person is a creative builder, and what the person is talking about is just passion. What of purpose for a creative builder? It could be to inspire possibilities and expand how people see the world. Can you see how massive that is? Right? Now, your assignment can actually start as a content creator. It could start with branding, with product designs. It could then, after that, you can go into creative direction, cultural influence, and legacy projects. What of a natural leader? A natural leader's talent could be influencing people effortlessly. When he comes and says, let's go, everybody follows. Right? Now, they are able to galvanize trust from people and get them in a direction. What could be his passion? The passion could be that he loves to gather people and then to move them forward with a goal or towards a goal. Right? And then, what purpose can this particular talent serve? To elevate others and multiply impact through collective strength. So the person could start off leading teams, just team of one, team of two or three, coordinating initiatives, guiding communities. And then in the later years, the person can now go into raising leaders and not just followers. Now, I want to show you some interesting interactions between these four forces that we're discussing today: talent, passion, purpose, and assignment. Right? Now, talent versus passion. This is very interesting. Do you know that you can be very talented in a thing and you hate that thing? You don't have a passion for it. Yes. Let me give you an example. A gifted software developer, but the person doesn't like work. Work is boring. They don't consider work as something they should do. Do you also know that someone can be very passionate in something, very, very dedicated in that thing, but the person is not talented in it? I'm sure you must have seen someone who is passionate in being an athlete. The person is always out there. Very early, 4 a.m., the person is out training. The person doesn't eat certain things because they want to maintain certain kind of shape, and they live life like that. But at every point, they find themselves at the lower rung, at the last 25% of the good runners. It also happens in football. You see someone that is super dedicated in football, but he signs for just the clubs that are at the lower divisions. So there can be talent without passion, and there can be passion without talent. What about passion and purpose? Let's look at the interaction between them. Do you know that passion is about what makes you excited, while purpose is about what you can contribute to the world? So look at yourself today and ask yourself, this thing that I'm doing, is it just something that I love, something that makes me smile, something that makes me come alive, or is it something that is influencing and affecting the lives of other people? Passion is very fleeting. It is very temporary. It is not a permanent thing. While purpose provides you with long-term, steady guidance in life. What of talent and assignment? Your talent is a tool. Your assignment is the project that tool works on. Do you get that? Yeah. What is your assignment now? Your assignment today is that you're a project manager. Meanwhile, your eyes for detail is a talent that you have that serves in your project management assignment. Do you understand that? Good. Now, but there is something that is sweet. Anybody that is able to get this right, the person actually will become a winner in life, right? There is an intersection for the four of them, and that intersection is where everyone who wants to win this year must find themselves. True fulfillment is often found in the intersection of the four of them. When your natural talent and your passion to execute a specific assignment aligns with your purpose. Remember that your purpose is like the steady ship that is there. Every other thing must hover around purpose. So, what do I want you to take away from here? Many people are not lost. They are not just defined. Because in your definition lies your power. In your definition lies the things that you should take in and the things you should not. Do not build your life on passion alone. A lot of persons have done this. They built their life on passion. Now, what they are doing is making them excited, but it's not affecting anybody around them. You must build your life on purpose. Develop your talent. Honor the assignments that you need to do part-time. Clarity begins when you stop asking, what do I feel like doing? And start asking, what is my life designed to contribute? Why? Because a defined life is a powerful life. My name is Okwi, the Wealth Maestro, and I'm super excited that you're able to join me today. Make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms at Okwi W Maestro. Let's continue to learn from each other and continue to grow as we continue to strive to get to clear excellence. Cheers.